practicing the 20 connected breaths?
Yes. Yes.
Good. And how's that going?
Yeah, so that's the one that I'm doing.
Hmm.
And it's just very clarifying.
Yeah, it's good, isn't it?
Yeah, I think that's the best word at this point
Mhm.
to say, but I really enjoy that one. It's very cool. So,
Yeah. Well, we've got lots to go, but we're obviously going to be starting on the journey very soon as well. So,
mhm.
um, but yeah, just how can I help you today? Is there anything specific you'd like to go over or to learn?
Yeah, so
Anything in your mind?
I was thinking this morning. So I guess for me, like as a facilitator, right? I've never really done that before. I've been with
Mhm.
other people who have facilitated, and I think one of the things that that I haven't had to deal with is when you hold space for people, right? When they're having, a release or, something like that. And to be confident in doing that. And then there was one other thing that I was thinking about too, and it was, when you talk about it, right? It flows from you and it flows from like Janine, like when you see these facilitators and you're just, that you have the vocabulary, you
Of
have those
course, it's
words,
just about building the confidence.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So, so for me, it's obviously the best way to do this is by doing it.
Hmm.
Yeah. Which on the 6th, when we come together, have you seen it? Did you see in the group, by the way? We're going to be going to London now.
Yeah, yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. So it's going to be up in Farringdon. But if are you still going to fly into Stansted?
I'm not sure. I'll figure that out this week. So,
To be fair, either Stansted, Heathrow, whatever, either way, you can get a tube straight into London.
okay.
So from Stansted, you can get a direct train. It goes straight into London. It takes about 30 minutes.
Okay, perfect.
So it might be easier. Probably easier to fly from Stansted than it is, or to travel from Stansted than it is from Luton.
Okay.
So Stansted is a direct line in, Heathrow is a direct line in, Gatwick's a direct line in. Yeah. So yeah, see what works best for you. But so the idea, the concept of when we're working with people is to really make them relax. Yeah, that is my key tip,
Okay.
relaxation. Because if someone's in a breathwork session or a fascia session, if they're not relaxing, they're not going to let go. They're not going to let go. And one and two, they're not going to enjoy it.
Right.
Yeah, so if you're stressed and it's heavy, it's it becomes unenjoyable. So the more we can get them relaxed, and we get them feeding into the breath when we take them into that breathwork session, and like so, five. Did we do 5 principles of breathwork last week or last time?
I think so, yeah. Did we? I can't
I
remember.
can't remember. So we're going to be covering a lot of this on the 6th anyway, but obviously just to give you a little bit of a heads up and advantage for your point of view is that one of the main key points is the mind of the breather,
Okay.
right? So where we're at and where the mind of the breather at is this is why it's so important to know the breath, to understand it in different ways, different feelings. So we're learning how to experience the breath ourselves. So we embody it so we can teach from experience. Does that make sense?
Yeah, totally.
So the more we know and understand the breath and the feeling it gives us when I breathe in that way, I know when I'm with that client and I see their belly rising, or there's nothing there. Okay, cool. I know I need to lift you up a little bit.
Hmm.
Yeah. Or if I see someone's face change, it's like they're holding on for dear life. It's like relax, relax, yeah. And the more we relax, when we release and we relax at the same time, we trigger the releasing mechanism.
Okay.
So, so I'm taking a breath in and I'm relaxing as I let go. I'm relaxing on the inhale. Relax. So if you see someone tight, like breathing in, it's all tense. Relax. Okay. So relaxation is the key to everything in
Okay.
your facilitator training, because if you can get them to relax, you will get them to release.
Okay.
Yeah. So again, this is why experimenting with the breath, playing with the breath, going through your day and just cynical sighs and just keep breathing in and sighing. It's proven if you do this for 5 minutes, you will change the chemistry in your body. You'll create new neural pathways. The body starts getting relaxed. You can't stay in a anxiety or stress state when you do this. So if anxiety and stress comes in, have that breath, come back to the breath, relax and let go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the facilitator side of things is whether you've got one person, two people, three people, four people, obviously is awareness. So we have relaxation and we have awareness. What's going on?
Okay.
Yeah, like I say, even being aware of the subtle nuances in the body, whether it's starting to release, whether it's a little finger, if it's a twitch. If you see the body convulsing in any way, you know something's happening, right?
Mhm.
Says change is happening. Even if you see the toe, like ding, tiny little thing, chemistry starting to shift.
Okay.
Okay, the body responds in different ways to the energy. It all depends on how much trauma they're holding. But for one person, it's quite easy to be just over the top of them, to the side of them, keeping an eye. When you've got a group, what I do, I walk around. So I'm always moving.
Okay.
I'm moving different directions. I'm talking, I'll come down. If someone needs a little bit of help, I'll talk to them very quickly and then I'll give the directions for the rest of the class. So if someone's coming in, someone's breathing, they're breathing too fast, I'll just come over, just relax. Take it a little bit, just slow it down a little bit, drop it into the body and relax. Yeah. Then we have the other side of things. If you're trying to control the group and one person starts screaming, okay, just the main thing is like stay in your lane. Stay. I've got them. They're safe. Don't worry about them. Or even before you start your class, if anyone starts to cry, gets emotional, just do not worry. I've got them. It's my job to look after them. It's not your job to be worrying about them. I want you to breathe in your own way.
Mhm.
Yeah. And then if someone starts, the worst thing someone can do is scream,
Yeah.
because it's good in the moment. You may feel good, but you've just created another trauma.
Okay.
You've just told your brain that you're in danger.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
So screaming isn't necessarily the release that the breath
S-
work is.
To be fair, the people that go into breath work and go, right, we're all going to like get everyone to scream.
Mm,
It's like, it's doing it. Tone your voice.
okay.
Come with a yes. Let's have a celebrated yes. What's more powerful for the body? Yes or a scream?
Yeah. Okay.
Right. So the minute you scream, you're telling your autonomic nervous system and your brain that you are in danger.
Okay.
Doesn't matter if you feel like you're releasing in that moment, you've just created another cycle in your cellular structure of fear.
Okay.
Yeah. So the best way to do it is to tone the voice, even humming. I am.
Okay.
So you allow the vibrations to move through the body. Yeah. There's lots of different things of trauma releases, people release in different ways. It can come in a scream, it can come in a cry, it can come in laughter. But the way I like to do it is like, look, if you really want to get the best out of this and you really want to release this, let it go with joy. Because one, you're elevating your vibration and your frequency, and you're shifting the narrative of the old paradigm of healing. Because the old paradigm of healing is the scream, is the murkiness, is the darkness. Okay? But we're coming into a new wave and a new pattern of healing right now. And it's like, what's better for the body? Chemistry, physically, emotionally. So when we can discharge the energy that we've been holding on to for years,
Mm-hmm.
and we can do it in a more of a joyous way, the chemistry in the body naturally shifts and the body goes, I'm safe.
Okay.
Yeah, the body will only release trauma when it feels safe.
Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you go to see a lot of these breathwork sessions and they're all on the, they're all screaming, ah. Eh, a lot of facilitators do this for the promotional side of things, but it's like, for me, just I don't resonate with it. I don't agree with it. It's not doing you any good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so
So I guess what do you do then if somebody is screaming and or I
calm,
mean,
go get them calm. Even
okay.
crying's okay. Crying's a release. Okay,
Yeah.
pretty welcome crying, but screaming is the one thing that just
Yeah.
it can disturb the whole class
Mm-hmm.
because it can frighten other people. It can, as soon as someone goes ah, boom, it takes people out of their lane, takes people out of where they were. They might have just been on that cusp of a breakthrough.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So trauma release for me is like, it's got to be done. It's got to be gentle.
Okay. That
Yeah.
makes sense then. So do you use like when you're talking about like toning the voice, um, I'm trying to remember if we used that in when we were doing it with you, but is that something that you usually do as well when you're doing that?
Absolutely. You can add that into the session as well. Show if somebody feels someone's about to have a release, just come over and work with them. Just hum this out or just go into a lower vibration. Ah, ah. Yeah, so it becomes like a tone, a vibration, a hum. And that is more softer
Mm-hmm.
than a deep scream.
Okay.
Yeah.
And do you ever find it, this question just kind of came up to me, like if you were, because I know when you do like tapping and stuff, you can tap for other people. Like,
Hmm.
can
Yeah. So tapping,
you,
good one right here on the top of the chest
uh-huh.
helps release trauma. So just start tapping here,
Okay.
and this helps release the grief, sadness they might be holding on to.
So
Um,
like when you're with someone and they're like having a release or maybe they're having a hard time, like if you start doing it yourself, do you find that it helps them to release that as well?
it can do, yeah. I mean, the main thing is obviously we're the guide.
Yeah.
So, so whatever they're going through, we've got to guide them through it. And the best way to do them is get them relaxed, being gentle. And then again, as a guide, if we feel like we need to take them a little bit deeper, let's
Mhm.
take them deeper. Okay, cool. Let's breathe right now.
Okay.
Breathe with me. So you hold the hand and just let's breathe with me and take a deep breath and get them to breathe exactly with you. You might be just always one breath away from that release.
Mm-hmm.
You, 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 you'll get to a point of when you'll get that feeling because you've done it so many times. This is well, I got it. You got to drill the breath in,
Mm-hmm.
drill the breath, drill the fascia maneuvers in. And all of a sudden, it's like a, and all of a sudden, you'll just feel the body go bing, and then you'll get that emotion. Or even slowing the breath down, just as they're on that clasp, it really softens, and then boom.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to teach you all of this anyway, so when we're in person, you'll really get that. But this is more advanced breathwork stuff we're doing today. So just understanding the dynamic of the breath, understanding rebirthing, soma, shamanic, Wim Hof, Potato. So with me, I don't just, it's not one size fits all.
Mm-hmm.
I want to give people the breath experience.
Okay.
The breath experience. Okay. So we want to have people breathing in different ways. It's got to be sensory. It's got to be an experience. It's got to be slow, deeper, faster. Take them on a journey with different types of breathing. That's pure breath work. Yeah. Because that way we're breathing, we're giving them what the body needs, not what we want.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're giving them the technique, the method, and we allow them to take it as deep, as slow, as fast as they want.
Okay.
Because in that way, they're listening to their body in the very moment. I'm giving you the breath. Breathe in through your nose, like soma, in, two, out, two, in, two, out, two. But you can take that all in, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4. So soma's rhythmic breathing, right? In for 2, out for 2, or in for 4, out for 4 is the common denominator,
Okay.
right? But again, as we go through the course, you're going to learn the methods. But okay, but if someone's giving me a count of 4, I can take that deeper. I can take it a little bit faster. I can really go in, or I can slow it down and be really soft, really gentle. So there's different ways of breathing. It could be the same breath, but you can have 10 people in the room, give them all the same breath, and they'll all get a different experience.
Mm-hmm.
They've all
Yeah.
experienced it in a different way, or you get very lucky, and everyone in the room experiences the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
And it's quite rare when that happens, but when it does, it is magical because you know the divine's in play.
Yeah. Yeah, that's something that I was noticing too is because when I you listen to videos or courses and stuff like that, I it's hard for me to like let it out slow. It's
Mm,
always like I'm always finished before, the
amazing.
output. And
That's
so
a
it's like
good
and with
awareness.
the 20 breaths that we were doing last time, I think that actually kind of helped because I was able to slow it down and then speed it back up um and yeah, and I know that when I'm in like a group setting, sometimes I can feel other people breathing. I can feel them, even though I'm lit, the music's loud and stuff. And um, so yeah, I think that can be very powerful, for sure. And
Especially if you've got that gift already, you're gonna fly on this. Oh yes, and that lights up my heart. What you've just said there, that you can feel people breathing.
Yeah.
you're going to absolutely fly, because if you've got the group, you can bring them into harmony. Yeah, you can see how someone's breathing. If you can feel it already,
Hmm.
that's your gift is going to awaken like that.
Okay.
It's going to be
Cool.
magical. That's going to be magical. Oh, I'm excited for that. That really excites me, because not many people get it like on that level
Hmm.
straight away before
Yeah.
you've even started the course. So yeah, that's very powerful.
Okay. Cool.
Very, very, very powerful. Yep. So we've got a couple of different points there. Another one is the connection. For me, it's as a facilitator, which I'm going to show you how to do, is to be connected to the I am presence, to God, source, whatever you call. I call God the I am presence, because that's how I've been taught.
Okay.
Yeah. So learning how to connect to that energy and letting it guide you when you're teaching. Create a,
Okay.
create a spirit. What do I need? God, what do I need?
Hmm.
What have I got to do right now? And let your inner voice, the creator in you, guide you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like really is exciting to me. Like, like
It's-
feeling that. Because, when you teach everything, because I'm like, oh, like even with the breath that you were taught me last time, I was like, how many did I do? I don't know, and then I was like,
yeah,
forget about it. Like,
yeah,
don't ask me
exactly.
to
That
do it.
doesn't matter. The main thing is you're doing some shorter breaths into longer breaths. Like you
Right.
can do 10 shorter breaths, one longer breath. You can do
Yeah.
20 shorter breaths, one longer breath.
Okay.
It's just a guide to go to learning how to manipulating the breath and molding the breath into you, so you truly become aligned with that breath. And every breath is the connection to the creator.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can't breathe and not do it. So when we're in a session, okay, creator, what breath do I need next? What's flowing?
Yeah.
What does this person need right now?
Hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love that.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah. So we've got, and the first one is obviously, um, just remind me again, what did we say?
The connection as a facilitator to God source, you let it guide you.
Yeah. Yeah, we got that. We had that. We had awareness. We had,
A
I was talking about,
relaxation. Yeah.
yes. So learning the mind of the breather. What are they going to do? How are they feeding in the energy? Because the energy, when we go on a full breathwork session, gets intense.
Hmm.
Yeah, people get scared. It's overwhelming
Yeah.
what can happen. So relaxation, that was the first one, is the key. So talking to people before we go into the session, right, that your body is going to vibrate. Your hands might cramp. It
Hmm.
might get a little bit painful, a little bit uncomfortable, but I promise you, you're safe.
Okay.
Yeah. The breath can't hurt you. It's just the mind can play tricks. The ego might try and play tricks to go, oh, you're uncomfortable. You're this, you're that. This is too much for you. Right.
Hmm.
So this is why you can be quite, but main things are always expect the unexpected.
Okay.
Number one, probably my biggest rule of any session. Always expect the unexpected, because we never know what's going to come up. Because we may have a consultation with our client, talk about a certain trauma, focus on that. But as they're breathing, you see something change in their breath, you see something change in their body. So all of a sudden, something new that they suppressed is coming to the surface.
Right.
Yeah, and they were not expecting that. But if you're already in tune with that, and the creator, and you're one with the creator, and you go, okay, what's going on now?
Yeah.
Okay, what's coming up? Then you know where to take the breath. Do I need to slow it down? Do I need to speed it up? Do I need to change the breath?
Hmm.
Yeah, don't be frightened of going, okay, cool, let's have a breath hold, let's change the breath.
Okay.
Yeah, because if it's too much for someone, Just slow it down a little bit. Yeah, if we're not getting the result that we desire and our intention for the session, then let's change it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if the person's not getting what, if you'll feel it, as you said, you feel the breath, you feel that energy, right? So that's a gift. It's a bit like myself, and if I'm with someone and they're breathing, I'm thinking, oh, really just trying to turn up the gas a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
or feel like we need to change it a bit. Okay, cool. Gonna have a breath hold in 30 seconds. Just so it gives them a little bit of warning. Coming in. Okay, this is what we're going to do. Now we're going to change the breath.
Okay. And I
Yeah.
guess, yeah, that was one of my other questions too, that I was thinking about today is when you do like consultations, people are like, oh, I want to release this or release that. There's no like set, like, oh, then this type of breath is good for this or that. It's
All
just,
depends. Like you'll get it if someone feels a little bit out of harmony and a little bit out of balance. Maybe soma breathing, rhythmic breathing to bring them back in.
okay.
Yes, when we breathe in a rhythm, it brings the body back into harmony.
Okay.
Yeah. So if someone's got deep childhood trauma, maybe we'll go for a rebirthing session.
Okay.
Yeah. If someone's
So it's
got
more
like
like the overreaching, like what is it's not like, oh, you have depression, so we're gonna do this. It's more like, what does that, what is that doing to your body? So now we need to realign it or bring it back or rebirth, or it's more of
exactly.
the wider.
Sometimes even like a shamanic, someone's like up here in the mind,
Mhm.
or they've got a little like even like flu symptoms, cold symptoms, a little bit of sickness. Shamanic breathing is really good as
Okay.
well. Shamanic Wim Hof because we use a lot of breath holds, which allows the body to create a healing process as well.
Okay.
Right. So it's like if we hold the breath on the out breath, it heals. We're pushing out all of the oxygen, carbon dioxide from the body.
Mhm.
And so then the body starts naturally creating more carbon dioxide. The mitochondria in the cells start repairing, and the body starts to heal. So if you hold your breath on the out breath for over a minute, you can start regenerating stem cells in the body.
Okay.
Yeah. So the body is miraculous.
That's
So
crazy.
again, yeah, absolutely. And with shamanic breathing, we hold the breath on the in breath, put everything in and up. And it's about opening the third eye. So we're allowing the oxygen levels to come up, carbon dioxide levels to oxygen levels go down, carbon dioxide levels to come up. And that allows for, again, carbon dioxide is not just a waste gas, it allows repair in the cells as well.
Mhm.
So it's so fascinating, goes so deep. Then the more we go on the journey, we'll go into all of that as well, right? Because otherwise you're going to be coming into this and going, oh, yeah, I know this, probably kicking the girls' asses.
Yeah.
So, so yeah, it's a beautiful journey ahead, right? The main thing is really practicing the breath. Yeah, we can talk about it all day long, but unless you actually feel it,
Yeah, I know. I was thinking about that as we're going through this conversation. I was like, okay, I need to start just
mm,
because I
so,
was feeling it and doing it in the car and doing it, outside and
yeah,
in all these different places and and I have my daughter, one of my daughters has depression. She's dealing with a bit of depression right now.
really slow breathing.
So
Right?
yeah, that's what I
And so
was.
if she's got depression, get her to breathe like this. So you're going to breathe in, then you're going to take a couple of sips. Or, which is my version called sip sip swirl, or you do another version called fountain breath where you breathe in. Imagine a big pool of light underneath your feet. You breathe in. Imagine like a big fountain
Yeah, yeah,
coming out.
yeah, yeah. Okay.
Oh, you go in. And you can't do that breath for about 5 minutes and not change the state of your body. So
Hmm.
you do fountain breathing. That will naturally change the chemistry of the mind, change the body. You cannot stay in depression with that breath.
Okay. Cool.
I
And
drill
sitting
in.
up, laying down, does it matter?
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. Okay.
Yeah. Even get us sitting up first of all, and then even standing. And you feel beautiful gold and white light all around you coming up through your body.
Okay.
Yeah, I like to use my fingers when I release.
Hmm.
When
It's
I'm
very
teaching,
satisfying.
when I'm teaching, I do this because I'm giving you a command, your subconscious to release.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a practice. Try it now.
Okay.
Breathe in. Feel let the energy fall down. Breathe in again. All the way up your body, pure gold and white light, cleansing your body, purifying your body, purifying your mind. Let go. And as you let go, you relax.
And it's always a single channel, right? Through your mouth.
Yeah, or you can do it through the nose.
Okay.
But with the mouth, you get to make the noises, you get to make the sounds, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So there's pros and cons of mouth, nose, breathing.
Yeah. Right.
So
Yeah, we went over those a little bit the last time you were
yeah, exactly. It's like a lot of people don't agree with nose breathing, with mouth breathing, but sometimes it allows, especially if you've been sitting in a chair all day, actually your your lungs expand, the ribs expand down in. Okay, so if you've been sitting in a chair all day, the fascia starts to mold in
right.
that energy, right? So
Mhm.
when you breathe through the mouth, it actually hits that lower bottom, which breaks down all micro adhesions. So anything that's stored in fascia, any tightness, you breathe in through the mouth, it breaks that down
Mhm.
and restores the fascia back to perfect health.
Okay. That's good to know.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Um, okay. Anything else you'd like to go over?
I think that's good for today. I mean, I
Yeah.
guess like so okay, so like at nighttime, like trying to get like my kids to like settle down and breathe. Like what is a quick, like super relaxing, just to like put you to sleep like straight away?
Just breaths and sighs, or really slow the breathing down. In for 5, out for 5.
Okay, so in for same, out for
Breathe
same.
in, breathe into the ribs.
Okay.
When you breathe in for 5, out for 5, you get brain and heart coherence. So the therapeutical sweet spot of breathing is 4 to 8 breaths per minute. So if you breathe in for 5, out for 5, that works out as 6 breaths per minute.
Okay.
That's right in the middle of that of the therapeutic zone of breathing.
Okay.
Yeah. If you breathe in for 7 and 7, really slow, breathe up the spine. That's really good for anxiety and depression. Calms the mind, calms the nervous system because we have 7 chakras going up the spine. The
Yeah.
vagus nervus is in the spine. So when we breathe up the spine and down the spine, we're telling the vagus nervus we're calm, we're relaxed, and that sends positive signals to the brain.
Is there any thing that like I mean the whole a lot of
You've just frozen.
on the vagus nerve, right? To kind
So
of
you just froze. Just repeat that again for me, please.
Sure. So I guess the whole point of it, or a lot of it, is to calm the vagus nerve, right? Is to bring that back to safety,
Yeah.
right? And so that's basically,
Regulating the nervous system.
yeah. Okay. So
Reg,
that's
reg,
basically, I guess, is there any breath work that would not do that? Or that would,
yeah, like it all depends. Like if you want to go on a deep shamanic,
okay.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So we're acting. So again, you can down regulate with the breath, or you can up regulate.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah. So we can up regulate the nervous system, or we can down regulate. All depends what we need. So if we're feeling tired, lethargic, okay, cool. I need a bit of energy right now. Okay, cool. Need to be relaxed right now.
Mhm.
We slow our natural breathing rate down to 3 to 7 breaths per minute. Really slow, slowing the breath down, and then we actually utilize oxygen in a better way as well. So our natural breath should be slow.
Okay.
Slower we breathe, the better with our natural breath through the nose.
So, and I guess when you're in a session, I guess it kind of depends on what you're trying to do with your clients and stuff. But then you kind of, I guess, figure that, I guess that's kind of a plan thing, right? So so one of the things that I'm thinking about is I have a friend and she does like a little exercise group. Like they do a little bit of Pilates. They're like women my age in their 40s and 50s. And I was thinking once I start doing this, I wanted to offer, be like, hey, can we do, are you open to doing a little bit of breath work? Something like that. So I guess is there a type, and also my kids do sports. And so I was thinking about like, is there a breath work that can kind of help support the body when it's exercising, right?
Yes,
I know
breathe,
the
breathe, breathe,
relaxation afterwards.
breathe through your nose when you're exercising.
Okay.
Okay, a lot of people get. Okay,
Yeah.
you're using more energy. Okay, you're hyperventilating at the same time. So if you can learn and teach yourself to exercise and breathe through the nose, you get better. You get about 30% better recovery rate. You get better 30% more energy. So yeah, do your exercise through your nose.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Good to know. All right.
Try to
Okay.
only use the mouth for like the Wim Hof, like things we just did a minute ago, the fountain breathing, the rebirthing, um, sometimes in shamanic as well. The main thing is feeling into the breath. So I want you to go away now. I want you to play with the nose and the mouth.
Okay.
Right? As you see a minute ago, when you're using the mouth, you was licking your lips, getting dehydrated pretty quick,
Yeah.
right? Because we're we're dumping off a lot of carbon dioxide quick. Yeah,
Hmm.
we dump a lot of carbon dioxide quick. So we're gonna. This is why shamanic and that are good because we actually have the breath holes, and we get the carbon dioxide levels back up.
Okay.
So no matter what, when you do your conscious breathing, add breath holds in for your own journeys or go through the day and hold the breath. Um, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Really learning about your own carbon dioxide levels, your own carbon dioxide tolerance. Because the more
Mhm.
tolerance you have, the more you can hold your breath, which means your body will repair itself quicker.
Okay. Yeah, I was noticing that because sometimes like when I do longer breathwork sessions, I'm able to hold like with your session, I don't even know how long we held our out breath, but I was fine the entire time. But then like I did a shorter breathwork session the other day and I could barely hold it. I had to, I was like gasping for air. So I think the more I regulate, the more you work on that, just like you're saying, like, yeah, that makes sense a lot. So
Yeah,
but
absolutely. So there's a thing you can do. It's called body oxygen level test. So you naturally breathe out and you hold your nose and you time it.
okay.
Yes. Just put a timer on quickly now. I'll show you. Show you very, very quickly. Okay, so what I want you to do, you're going to take a natural breath. The minute you feel you need to take a breath in, release. It's not about holding it for as long as you can. It's literally a minute you feel you need to breathe naturally,
Okay.
just release.
Okay.
All right. So breathe out, hold your nose, and start. Good. So you had 14 seconds.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very well.
So if you're under 20 seconds, it means there's your lungs are taking, are not very responsive to carbon dioxide. Okay. So the more you practice this, literally see this in a few days. People go from 14, 15 seconds, they go over a minute. Literally just by training the body, by doing it once a day, twice a day, just stop. And it's really good for calming the mind as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right. Then see how you go. Do this until our next session every day.
Okay.
Literally, it's 15 seconds. It doesn't take long. 20 seconds for a minute, right? Doesn't
Yeah.
take long. So there's no excuses. And just add that in as part of your homework and watch your tolerance rise every day. Keep a track of it as well. So day one now is 14 seconds.
Okay. That done. And what is that called again?
It's called the BOLT test, BOLT, body oxygen level test.
Level test. Okay. Okay. Cool. Sounds good.
Brilliant. All right. Any other questions?
No, I think that's it for now.
Yeah. All right. So you got a nice little bit of homework. Going to practice the fountain breathing. Practice 20 connected breaths every day. Practice breathing through your nose, through your mouth, and see where it takes you. Yeah. And your BOLT score.
Okay. Sounds good.
Yeah. Good. Hope that's helped you today and look forward to speaking to you soon.
Yeah, sounds good.
All right.
All right. Thanks a lot, Joe.